Hello everyone, this is a video on my homemade etcher that I copied from Dan Comeau's site at DC Knives and how I set up to etch my maker's mark into my knives. The etcher is a very simple 12 volt battery charger, converts 120 to 12 volt. Mine actually happens to be 16, but you just want to have one side. The positive goes to alligator clip, will clip on a knife. The negative will go to this 6 amp rectifier diode that you can get from online. Used to Radio Shack sold them, but now you gotta get it from Amazon. And it'll have an alligator clip that clips to the opposite side for AC, which is removes metal, and to the same side would be DC. They'll mark it black. And that lead goes to this little hand stamper. It is a piece of copper with a nut that goes all the way through, or a bolt that goes all the way through, and some felt, and that'll be dipped in salt water. But you can do the same thing with the alligator clip to a Q-tip in salt water. So you can go on his website and find out more on actually how to make that setup. It is make it to your own risk once you're electrocuting yourself. But the way I mark my knives is, first thing is I steal some of my wife's nail polish, and the blades have been cleaned up to 320 grit. Sometimes there's a little residue left over, so I don't finish polish them. That way I can get the rest of the residue off in finishing. The blades are wiped down with acetone, and whatever area you're going to use to mark your maker's mark, just cover it up very well. This is going to protect the metal. You paint all around. You don't do more than less, because the pad hits anything that's bare metal, it will etch it, and you'll have to sand it all over to get it back out. So you can get the general idea. I have a couple that I've already started on. So once you paint it on there, let it start drying for a minute or so. That way it get kind of sticky. These have been drying for a little bit longer, so it might not work as good. But it's dried, painted on both sides. And you can take a toothpick, or a little stir, or even a pin, and you just want to scratch out whatever you want to scratch on there. I just use my initials. I'm waiting on a stamp. So for right now, this is as fancy as it gets. If you were to try to scratch it out as soon as it was applied, it would just kind of fill itself back in. So let it dry for a minute. And then for real small stuff, I have it all. And scratch in. So we'll hook the charger up to power. And first we're going to remove metal, so we'll go to AC, so on the opposite side of the diode. Blade will hook or clamp up to the positive, will go to the blade, the negative goes to our pad. I have this basic saltwater solution mixed up. We'll dip it into our felt pad, blot it, and then apply. Maybe you'll hear it. Usually do 4 or 5, hold it about 4 or 5 seconds, 4 or 5 different times. If you hold it too long, you'll start melting the nail polish, and you'll get some nasty little marks. You kind of start seeing it removing metal and actually making it etch down into it. I wipe it down each time. Got nail polish will start getting wet, and once it moves, you're kind of stuck. Whatever you have is what you have. Okay, it looks pretty good for clarity's sake. Now we're going to slide our thing onto the opposite side of the diode, where it'll be DC power. And this will make it blacker. As you can see how it got much darker. Same thing. Now this isn't really removing metal. This is making it dark in that area. You can kind of starting to tell it's starting to pit around the area. So if you keep going much further, you're going to have that is going to go into your finished metal. So I'm going to do one more pass and call it a day. Alright, remove that. Get some acetone. And there you have it. So you see a little bit of the pitting from the DC side wants to leave. But they'll sand out as you go up higher grits. You can actually get a fingernail in there. So it's fairly deep. That's it. Thanks for watching.